Why is it that so many of us have trouble finding our purpose? Why is it that so many of us have trouble finding the path forward and to feel like we belong in this world? Why is it that so many of us struggle to feel worthy and that we are good enough? Why is it so hard for us as humans to feel like there is enough? Why is it so hard for us to see the abundance around us? Why is it so hard for so many of us to find a path of flow and ease where there's not all this resistance all the time? Well, after many, many years of struggling with these questions, feeling like I may not have a purpose, feeling like I may not have a path, and feeling like I just don't belong here, I finally stopped and turned within. And herein lies the problem. We place our attention outside of ourselves, looking out into the world because that's where we're taught to go and look for answers. When at the end of the day, and the only place that you'll find true answers is to go within, to look inside, and to cultivate a deep, loving, compassionate relationship with yourself. That's why when we talk about who you really are and what your purpose is, that's where we have to go and look, is inside of ourselves, at the core, at the essence of who we are. So why do so many of us struggle to find our purpose and to land on a path forward that feels good to us? It's because we have not stopped and taken a step back so that we can look inside of ourselves and cultivate a deep, loving, accepting relationship with ourselves. Think of it this way. If you know at your core that you are worthy, that you are amazing, that you have all of these special gifts and talents that you were born into this world to develop and to express, then you are naturally going to see yourself in a higher light. You're going to give yourself more compassion. You're going to value yourself more. When we don't value who we are at our core, we attract people to come into our lives to mirror that we aren't valuable back to us, so that we can see that there's a disconnect between our inner world and our outer world. So when someone is struggling to find their purpose, or if you are struggling to find your path or to find meaning in your life or cultivate more fulfillment in your life by settling into a path of more ease and flow and grace and self-love and acceptance, then instead of trying to figure out where your purpose is or figure out in your mind what your purpose is, go within and start to cultivate a deep, intimate relationship with yourself and ask those internal questions. What is my purpose? Or what are the components of my purpose? And here's a little tip. Your purpose is not just one thing. Your purpose unfolds over time throughout your life and can show up in different ways. It can show up in different situations and relationships and opportunities, and it's a continually evolving process. So don't think and don't put that pressure on yourself that you have to figure out your purpose right now. So if this is something you've been struggling with, or you have a history of struggling with this, or you're just really wanting to fine-tune your path and bring in more ease and flow, and really start to value yourself not only from your mind, but in your soul, taking an inventory of your gifts and your talents and what your zones of genius are and how to bring those out into the world, then I would encourage you to do a human design reading and a Gene Keys session with me. I just opened up my calendar so that more people can experience this amazing body of work all that you need is to know your exact birth time, and then I can run your charts. And you can find a link to those sessions in my bio or at the link here in the comments. All right. I look forward to seeing you there.